Alrighty guys, so today I'm with
Sterling Andrews.
and this is going to be the tutorial on how to disassemble your 2005 or 2007 I-Dog Pup. This is an orange pup that is in really not so great condition. It needs a lot of plastic glued. As you can see, this part is coming off here. It's already come off.
Yeah,
and
needs to be
even the
glued
neck.
on and needs
So we're going to
retrobrited
completely,
everything.
yeah, we're going to completely get this one hopefully restored. We gotta be gentle with this one too. But this is gonna be a tutorial showing how to take apart everything to service the motor, the battery compartment, the switch, whatever you need to do. So that being said, we're gonna start. It's always easier, I think, to do the body and then move on to the head next. But if you want to do the head first, it's up to you guys. So first off, we're gonna take the battery compartment off, set that aside.
Yeah.
There's 4 screws on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can speed up this part too as well.
Sure.
But
All right, all 4 screws are loose.
yeah, make sure to keep your screws safe. I gotta be really gentle because this thing is super brittle plastic.
Yep, and also there are some small parts inside the pups that are expected to fall out and get missing if
like
not
this
careful.
leg. I think it's this one, yeah. This one.
Yeah.
The dog's right back leg comes off. Left one has a wire though, so don't take that off.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take the...
Don't break the wires, guys.
Don't break the wires. I'm going to try to get the legs off, but one of the legs is actually cracked, so I got to be really gentle when doing this. There we go. So you just pull up on the legs. And
And that's what the body board and speaker looks like inside of I-Dog Pup, folks.
yeah, we're going to have to take all... This one's getting retrobrited, so we're going to have to take all that out.
Yep.
So this
roughly.
leg needs to get glued.
Yep.
Yeah, we might just have to... I think I should be able to do that. All right. So we'll set that over here. The speaker has 2 screws on it right here.
Yep, to keep it in place.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and actually take the speaker off for now, just so... Because if it's dangling by the 2 wires there...
Yeah. It's a good idea since the wires are small on it.
The wires are small, but basically what happens is part of the speaker can break. Now this screw is being really stubborn here. This part slides out here. Makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
There you go. These 07 plastics are so fragile, especially this one here.
Yeah.
So here's your speaker. This part right here, this top part, this whole thing can actually come off and render the whole thing useless. So I'm just going ahead and actually desolder this so we can save the speaker here.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. The speaker's clear and everything, so
It's
we
clear.
wouldn't want to
We
lose
want to
that.
definitely preserve that, yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going to take all my screws out here. Some of the screws are... Come on, give it up, bro. There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna keep all these screws contained over here. The smaller ones that we took off were for the speaker, and there should be 4 larger ones. And there's the other one. Okay. Next up, we have, this is a giant capacitor that is wired onto the battery compartment. I'm going to take this wire off right here so that we can take this assembly off for retrobriding.
Yep, since we're
And
taking
then-
the whole boards off of it to
I'm gonna take
avoid
this-
any problems with it.
Yeah, in order to retrobrite, you need to take this off anyways. I'm gonna take this black wire off the other side. There we go. The body board is held on by these. Oh yeah, another important thing to know. There is 2 little, see these 2 little white circles or little pieces right here? These come out and they have little springs on them, so I'm gonna just take my hand.
Yep, those are the small parts to you know, be aware of because they can go missing if they
They
fall
can go.
out.
I've had multiple go missing.
Yep.
So yeah, these basically hang on to these because these are what make the legs click. If you don't put those back in, the legs are going to be floppy.
Yep.
There are 2 screws holding the body board in. Shoot a good view here. One and 2. This thing works fully, right? Besides the
Yep.
condition. Okay.
Yep. The head spring is fine and everything works on it.
Excellent. All right, so board's off. Now the only thing left in here, that is the microphone right there.
Yep.
And this is the try me switch.
Yep.
So we're gonna go ahead and take this try me switch off.
Yep.
The switch actually will come off, just the switch, so you can see it right there. There's try me switch.
Looks so interesting when it's not on the body.
Yeah. Also, my girlfriend painted my nails, so that's why they're like that.
They actually look good, by the way.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. And then there's 2 screws for the microphone on the bottom, and that should be the last things with the body here.
Yep. Another one of the most important stuff that every I-Dog needs.
Yep. So yeah, there's the microphone screws.
Yep.
And there's your microphone. So now the body's completely disassembled. This is this. Oh yeah, and the tail. This one's the tail's broken, but if you press down gently, tail comes off. We'll get that replaced.
Yeah, definitely.
And then this, everything here, this is all ready for retrobriting.
Yep.
So now that the body's completely disassembled, we can start on the head.
Yep.
So there's 4 screws in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we retrobrite first and then glue up the back of the
Yep,
head.
that's
on this
exactly
one.
what I thought of too.
Yeah. So yeah, there's 4 screws on this one. So the gearbox, you might be wondering, if the gearbox wasn't in the body, then it must be in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually not the case for 2005s and amps, where the gearbox is in the body. So I'm gonna put my head screws in a different section here. My screws don't look very organized, but I've done this. I've taken these apart a million times, so I'm pretty.
You're experienced at it, so.
I definitely know which base, just judging. But if this is your first time, make sure to organize your screws, label them, take pictures as you go.
Yeah.
All right. So the ears came off as you just saw. This right here, this just popped out. This is the reset button. This is the little actual button part, and this is the little part that goes through. All right. So inside the head, there's that piece that fell out. So
Yeah.
take that over
Which
there.
we'll glue back on.
There's the board.
Yeah.
Looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we're going to take apart 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. These hold this white bracket in place.
Yeah.
And they also hold the board in.
Mm-hmm.
And once we take all these out, we can take the white bracket out and the board. The bracket is actually not that yellowed.
Yeah.
The dog itself isn't yellowed at all. Actually, it's only a little yellowed. I'd put it next to my original one, and it's only slightly yellowed.
Yeah, just a slightly bit more yellowed.
There we go. You gotta be gentle but like firm with these.
Yeah, because I-Dog Pups, they are fragile, guys, for how small they are.
But on 05 ones, you can be a little more rough because they don't break usually.
Yeah.
Unless it's like an actual really badly yellowed one.
Right.
So I'm gonna leave the screws in this. Put that over there. The board actually will come out now, so let's just gently pull it out, and there's the board. See that?
There's where the LEDs are.
The LEDs looks really nice. I like the colors.
Me too.
And then this face pops out as well. We'll give that a good scrubbing.
Yeah.
And then this is the nose sensor. It's held on by 2 screws.
Yeah.
Pretty sure this is where I'm gonna start taking pictures so I know where the stuff goes. What I'm gonna take pictures of mostly though is the board, because I'm gonna be unsoldering every single wire on the body board, or on the headboard, excuse me. because we need to get the back of it. And there's no way to get the back of the head out without taking that off. Or if you don't want to do that, you can take the wires off the body board instead.
Yeah.
But I prefer taking them off the headboard.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, though. It actually might be better. Because how many wires are on the... Yeah, I might do the body board instead. If you disassemble this far, you can do either. But anyways, here's the front of the head, and the nose just came out, as you saw.
Yep. Got those over there for retrobrited.
Brand new. I'll sell this to you guys for $100. Great condition. See, I'm kind of referencing another meetup that this channel, Jemmy Master Animatronics, did a big collab where they like flew in from like all over the world to do a really cool meetup. So this
cool.
kind of reminds me of that. This is the gearbox.
Yep.
See, here's the motor right there with a little ceramic capacitor on it.
Yep.
And let's go ahead. So there's a bunch of screws on this, but we're gonna unscrew the actual gearbox part first.
Yeah.
So take about this screw here, this one up here, and then there's one more on this side. Oof. We'll have to glue that. See, this was already broken.
Yep.
So, but that just shows why you need to be super careful.
Yeah. And it's also why you should never leave any iDogs in sunlight or UV lights or even in excessive heat, because this happens to them.
Yeah, this one.
For 2007 pups, it would be a lot worse for them. Especially for how many we've seen yellow that show up online.
Yeah, oh, there's Maddie. Yeah, this one is really bad.
Yeah.
So I hope we can get that all going. We should be able to.
Me too.
So now the gearbox is off now. There's nothing wrong with it, but if you needed to service it, you take apart the two screws on top, pop that open. Actually, I'll show you guys just
Sure.
to show you guys.
Would be interesting to see what it looks like.
And then there's one clip here. There's a clip here. And there's one on the other side. So. It's kind of hard to... There we go.
Yeah, a little hard.
Do this capacitor. I think this capacitor is what's causing it not to go out. Easier if I'd imagine being born with 3 hands, guys. All right, so here we go. It's off. There's the inside of the gearbox. This is a worm gear that meshes with these gears, and if I move these gears here, the little piece on the back will go back and forth, as you can see.
Yeah.
See that? It's kind of going to the side. So now it's like all the way to one side, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that just goes back on. That's most likely you're going to be going in there if you have a wire off.
Right.
Or if you need a motor.
Yeah, the motor dies or something like that.
Yeah. And this is the spring that is notorious for snapping. One of these two little parts of it will actually snap off completely.
Yep.
I have a separate video showing how to replace this.
Yeah.
But this next part I have to be careful because this is... Oh, yeah. And then here is the little piece that... It has a relay switch right here that lets it know how many times it moves when it wakes up to know how fast to move the motor based on battery life.
Right.
And then this is the relay switch I'm going to use.
Wait, what does the relay switch look like?
It's this piece right here.
Let me see.
See that?
Oh, that one, the black thing?
Yeah, well this whole module here I'm going to gently...
Got it.
There we go.
There we go.
I'll glue that back in. And then the last thing to take apart is these two wires. These hold the back of the head on.
Yep, the 2 screws of them.
And it actually will pop the little spring out. So we'll have to probably put that back in after. Yeah. Yeah, so the spring just popped out of place, so we'll have to put that back in. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
And then the back, see how this just comes off?
Mm-hmm.
But there's no way to actually get this back side of the head out without taking off all the wires on either the head or the body. Now, I'm actually going to do the body instead of the head because, for one, these two yellow wires, I already took the speaker off, so those just come out like so.
Yeah.
And this is a lot easier to solder all the wires on compared to the head because see how this is all like, it's kind of hard to reach that with soldering iron, but here everything's very easily accessible. And yeah, and I don't have to deal with this microphone. I don't have to do this orange wire for the switch. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little picture of this so I know what the resoldering is going to look like. So bear with me here. I'm gonna make sure they're all visible here. And then I'm gonna grab my phone, read my texts. See, that should be sufficient. All right. And then we're just going to get all these guys off. They put like a weird, all I-Dogs have this weird like yellow, I don't know if it's glue or like some kind of residue or...
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But it's on like every single I-Dog, it's weird. And you can kind of see it like kind of bubbling up almost. Yeah, it's pretty goofy. So these are kind of color coded. They're kind of like a rainbow. They go across, as you can see. I don't know if you noticed, but it was like red.
Yeah.
Then I think it was yellow, which doesn't really match the rainbow, but then it was a. And then this black one on the end. And then let's see, what else did we need? And then I believe these two are the power wires. These this big yellow and big red one.
Probably.
And they're yeah, they are. They have to be because they're attached to the same point as the ones that go to the contacts. Let's take the black one. Come on, there we go. And the red one. There we go. Now, oh wait. We missed, I think, one. So yeah, we're just gonna... The only one left is that purple one attached to the switch. I should know where that is, but I'm just gonna go like that.
Yeah, take a picture of it.
And goodbye. And so, like just like that, we have the back of the head. That we're going to glue and fix up. So yeah, here is all the internals. Gearbox, wires, everything. Here's bodyboard with the mic, switch. Yeah. So that's everything you need to disassemble on this guy. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the video, and then after we do the repairs we need to do, we'll show you guys how to reassemble it.
Yeah.
To get it back into fully working order. So we'll be right back, guys, and we will get that done.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We're gonna get my friend's orange 2007 I-Dog Pup all retrobrited and put back together.
Okay guys, so we're back, and this is going to be the reassembly process of this I-Dog here. As you can see, we have all our parts laid out. I have a new tail printed that we're going to be installing.
Yeah.
We retrobrited the shells. I didn't think they were too bad, but we wanted to make sure they looked perfect.
Yeah.
So now now that everything's done, we're going to go ahead and just put the whole thing back together.
Yeah.
So I like to start personally with the head and just get that squared away before moving on to the body.
Yep, it's a good idea.
So that being said, so that way I don't have to do, because that way you can do the head without even having to solder the body just yet.
Right.
So first up, let's see, I'm trying to remember here. So we have the switch. The motor wires were, yeah, these are the motor wires.
Yeah.
These, I believe, are the speaker wires. Yeah, these are speaker wires. This was the switch. Okay, so yeah, all of this goes through. So once we put these through the back side here, see this clips on like that. But we'll do that in a minute here. First, see, there's a lot of things you could do first, but I think the first thing is we're gonna want to take the back of the head. Actually, yeah, we want to do back of the head first. I glued all this back together, by the way, you guys, and needed it really badly.
Yeah, it's already been through a lot of stuff.
This one's never really going to be the same just because of how bad condition it is, but we got it as good as we could have.
Yep.
So notice how there's a little tab right here. I'm going to get a screwdriver so you can see. This little tab right here, that shows that this goes this way, so it actually fits over that, but because if it goes this way, it can't fit over that tab. So it has to go this way. And then the other one just goes on like this. I'm hoping it fits because I had to do a little bit of maintenance to this section here, so I think it should be flush against it though, but it's not, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to see here. See this orange tab right here?
Yeah.
It's supposed to go against that. I'm trying to think. I'm not missing anything. This goes like that. Yeah, this goes. Okay, I think I just had it on the wrong way.
Gotcha.
Yep. So that goes on like that. And then we're gonna put those screws back in. These had the smaller screws. Oh yeah, and also this spring here.
Yeah.
I think we might just be able to clip this back. I would like to just be able to clip it back, but worst case scenario, we have to actually
replace it.
No, we don't need to replace it. It's just a little difficult to clip on.
Yeah, gotcha.
It has to go over this whole thing.
Yeah, that's the tricky
there
part.
There we go. I got it. Almost.
Cool.
There we go. Look at that. Screw that on. That bad boy. That's too. Wrong size. Trying to go through my screws here. So this one's gonna be tricky because you have to get past that. Right. There we go. See that's on. So I'm thinking, what do I want to do next? The only I just don't like how this is like a. Although I guess that'll be fixed when you put the gearbox over it, huh?
Probably.
Cause that's how it was on the other one, the green one. Remember we did that green one?
Yeah. The one that I'll be reselling in my eBay store. Yeah,
that's right. So yeah, this goes. I'm gonna actually go kind of like this here. So we just gotta be careful with this part because we're dealing with the part that was broken.
Yeah.
Actually, we should put that relay switch back in first because before the gearbox goes the relay switch.
Right.
This guy right here goes in. See that?
Yeah.
Now it might. I don't know if it's just gonna click. Oh, I guess it is just gonna click into place. That's nice. So it clicks into place, and then this little piece here. This goes over it. I don't remember it being this loose though. See how it's so loose? I don't remember that being like that.
I'm not sure if I do either.
It's definitely bothering me. But it might just be how it is, but let's just get this gearbox on. So, okay, this part's important. See this little this little knob right here, this little lever, this hooks into where the head spring is.
Here, where is it?
Right here. See this little like cylinder on top?
Oh yeah, now I see.
That hooks into the head spring.
Got it.
So you gotta make sure that's like in between the two little.
Yep. So that way it can move its head properly.
Springs, yeah.
I-Dog Pups cannot move the head properly if the spring is split or if it's not in there, right?
Yeah, and now it is less flimsy as well.
Right.
Alright, let me see. This one had the smaller screws.
Right.
Or this part was the smaller screws. Now, I don't know. I might not put a screw in this one because this was that broken one. Remember that I had to glue back on?
Right.
Or do you think I should just put the screw in there just to be sure? I'll just put a shorter. I gotta be really gentle with that one because that was the one that snapped off.
Yeah.
That part actually snapped.
Yeah, the plastic was so brittle on it.
It was. And the relay switch just came off again, which is. I might have to glue it in, but.
Yeah.
I might just let me get my hot glue gun. I'm gonna, cause basically they like melt the top of it so that you kind of have to break them to get them out.
Yeah. Probably might be best to glue it back on just in case.
I'll just add a tab, not too much, but I'll just add a tab of it to make sure it stays in place. Also, we can like cut parts of this out so it looks more smooth, because I know this isn't like the smoothest tutorial
There's
right
the
now.
I-Dog Pups baseboard. Look a little closer. This looks
Here,
pretty
let me
cool.
take off the. Now you can see a little better.
This is what it looks like, folks.
There we go. But yeah. What else? I was gonna glue that back on. Not too much, just a
Yeah.
little bit, like right there. There we go. I just got it on. Secured. And then, okay, so now I'm going to put on that final screw, and this is the one I got to be really careful on.
Right.
Just gentle. There. I didn't tighten it like all the way, but I like tightened it enough, as much as it could go. Of course. Oh, that didn't even go on, bruh. Bruh. Let's just go up here now.
Try that again.
That'll go on for sure.
There we go.
See that? Okay, so next up, I believe that's it for here. Just make sure these wires don't get messed up. This should be fine.
Yeah, it should be okay.
So now we're going to put this is the front part of the head. Did we want to wipe this? We definitely want to.
Yeah,
wipe
we
this up.
were planning to wipe that so it looks better.
I'm using the Clorox wipe for this.
Yeah.
Really scrub those blue, whatever marks off here.
Yeah, whatever
Turn this off.
that occurred. Put that in really, really good.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it looks better.
Looks great, and then we should also do the this part too. Actually, this looks good. I'll do that when we put it back together.
Yeah, that's good.
So we're gonna wipe the whole thing off. We're gonna completely
All right.
put that on. Then we're gonna put the nose on. Nose goes the side that extrudes farther goes down.
Yeah.
So it looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
See here? Oh.
Oops. There we go.
And then this. You're gonna put the nose button on, or the nose sensor. It's hard to see, but you see that?
Yeah, it's a little hard.
So these are the two smallest screws.
Right.
I'm using a small screwdriver for this. It's going well. I gotta remember to be careful when screwing these in. See, press is fine. This I-Dog is very lucky. It's to say the least. And despite the bad condition, it's gonna make it out, you know. So this board actually, see that? It just kind of fell in, but this whole board assembly just goes in like that.
Yeah.
And then you take this, goes in over it.
Yeah.
And we wanted to replace that ear as well. That ear looked really bad.
Right.
So I left the screws in this, but screw those in. Now we haven't had to do any soldering yet, but it's definitely coming up. We're gonna have to put all those wires back onto the body. I'm just doing the head first because it's way easier.
Right. When
the wires are off like this. Do the head first.
Yeah.
And there's one more screw. Where did that other screw? Oh wait, it's in there. Duh.
This requires soldering, experience in soldering, folks. So you got to be really experienced in order to do this.
Yeah. I mean, it's easier
quite
if
a
you
chore
do the
to do
body,
this.
but yeah. Easier if you soldered it with the body.
Yeah.
So now we're going to put the reset button back in. This is something I always forget to do.
Yep.
Basically, whenever you put one of these guys back together, don't forget the reset button.
Yeah.
So the reset button is the white part first.
Yeah.
Then
and then
the rubber
the
part.
Transparent one next with the black dot in the middle.
The rubber, yeah. And then before we seal that, let's see if I have a better ear. This one's good, just needs cleaning. This one is like kind of messed up, so we're gonna get in here with my parts. You can see it. Come check out my parts bin. Over here, you can come check it out. I keep all my
the parts
ears right
bin.
here, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly
One the size of the I-Dog Pup.
It's mostly 05 ears and amped ears though, so let's try it. Here's a pup ear.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There we go.
Trade that out. I know I have pup ones in here.
Awesome.
Alright, so the ears go on. See these two little knobs here on the top of the ear? Those face the front.
Yeah.
So. I don't even think we tested this one yet, so we don't even know. I don't even know what pitch it is.
Actually, I do. It's normal pitch.
Oh, it's normal pitch.
Yep, it's normal pitch. I tested it. It works perfectly, other than the fact that I need a retrobrited and some parts re-glued.
Looks a little goofy, but there it is.
Yep.
Still not completely thrilled with this part of the head.
Yeah. Hopefully it shouldn't be any problem.
I don't think so, cause when I'm not gonna seal this up yet, cause when we put this on, yeah, that should be fine. That's not gonna be any problems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause this extrudes past there, so that makes sense. Okay.
Right.
I think I was just overreacting over that. See, that ear's not supposed to go that far. Stops right there.
Yep.
All right, so the screw goes on. There's the 4 screws that we took off to begin with.
Yep. Just 4 screws to screw back up once you reassemble the I-Dog Pup's head.
Hey guys, look, it's the new I-Dog clip.
Yes. Or the prototype.
Prototype I-Dog clip. In fact, the prototype I-Dog clip was probably just an amped head, because it looks just like an amped head.
It really does.
Reset button works. Alright, so there's the head.
Yeah.
Goofy looking I-Dog head.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're going to start doing the body here. Now, I'm not going to put the tail until very last, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so now, let's see, what can we do here?
Yeah.
First, I think what we want to do is we want to start by doing this part of it here. Like getting the switch in.
Yeah.
So, for that, I'm going to solder the purple wire on. That goes where the switch... I know for sure that was that one purple wire. That goes right here.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. The switch is right here for the trying these.
It is this purple one. Just so I'm doing this one first before I do the other wires, just because I want to put this thing back together.
Yeah.
Before I solder all the wires back on the board.
Good idea.
So yeah, that's on. So this is our switch.
Yeah.
Goes in there, of course. for being in a hot garage for a long time, it's actually could be a lot worse than it really is.
Right.
To be honest with you, it could be like that one blue pup that was on Mercari for the longest time, that 07. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
That really bad, like the sea green one.
Yeah, it was so horrible. The blue ones and the pink ones usually tend to yellow a lot more easier than the orange and green ones.
They do. But the orange and green ones also are still brittle. And even though they don't yellow, you can still tell.
I mean, either way, they're still not designed very well.
This needs to be tighter because that ear's. See how loose that ear is?
Yeah, it's pretty loose. It's supposed to be posable.
It is.
Like all the I-Dog Pups ears are.
I might have put that on wrong. I'll just look at it after because we already got that part on. We can do that after. I probably just didn't put the thing in the right way.
Right.
So this wire, I'm gonna move this.
We solder that wire in.
This is the battery terminal wire for the positive end. You know it's positive because it's red. And that just kind of make sure it's like not covering this. And then the negative one, it goes to the part of the leg that has the wire. This one right here.
Yeah.
The negative end. This one's that one.
Yeah.
I like to put it on like this, so it has lots of room to go into. If that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, we'll do the switch now because I kind of forgot about that.
Yes.
The pups are a lot easier to disassemble, as you can see, than say.
They sure are.
Oh, the wire just came back off. Dang. Annoying. It's purple wire. I didn't do it good enough, clearly.
Solder that purple wire back on.
Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
Good.
Alright, so now we got the switch in.
Awesome.
Almost. Just gonna test it. Okay, it's not in. Thought it was in.
Yeah. I guess we could say it's almost in.
Well, because I'm trying to flip it and it's not like flipping.
Yeah.
Just if it doesn't work, it's easier to have it on like play mode.
Yeah. So that way it
it's easier to have it on try me mode.
Yeah.
See, now it's going back and forth perfectly. No issue. And this has a longer, thinner screw.
Yeah.
A smaller diameter. That
switches
works
perfectly.
great. And then let's move this microphone next. Microphone.
Yeah.
So this goes over like this. The microphone goes over.
Yeah, that's where the mic goes there.
And then two more smaller screws for this one.
You have to keep it in place, so that way we'll be able to pick up any music or noises it hears.
And this one has the two smaller screws as well. Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh gosh. So this is what happens to the plastic. That's okay. We don't need both sides. We can just have the one side. But might actually trade that screw out for a different one because I don't trust this plastic. See how brittle that plastic is?
Yeah.
It's just gone. Very gentle. Yeah, I don't trust this screw. I'm just gonna get just because of how brittle this thing is. I'm just gonna get a thinner screw.
That's a good idea.
Screw, like one with the.
Right.
Actually, you know what I can do? Probably just cut this one. I can just cut this one down.
That's a good idea.
So I can just grab this. straight. There. Just cut the screw down. So we don't want to put that much stress on this because it's already
Right, we don't.
bad
I
enough.
mean, it's on the verge of breaking.
Worst case
anyways.
scenario, if the other one breaks, you just glue it in.
Yeah.
But you want to avoid that if you can.
Right.
There's a lot of resistance though. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Why is there so much resistance to this thing?
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
No, it's going. There we go. It's in.
Awesome.
Okay. And then let's see. I think we're ready to get this in. Oh wait, no, it's not in all the way. Hold on. Still moving around a little bit. Yeah, we're good. All right. So the motor. Okay. So I think we're ready to screw this in. This part here.
Yeah.
This gearbox. Actually, these are the screws to put it back together. So that leaves. I'm trying to think. What other screws do we need? Oh yeah, the screws for that. These are too big of screws though.
Yeah. I'll make sure they're the right
We need the
size.
screws for this speaker. That's
Mhm.
this one.
Yeah.
That didn't sound good either. That one snapped too. I don't.
Good.
Why do I feel like retrobrited makes things more brittle? Or at least these pups.
Yeah, maybe for the pups, it's, you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't know.
I don't
either
trust
way.
that screw either.
Yeah. It's kind of risky, anyways.
Thinner screw. I'm only gonna put one side in because the other side is just so brittle. It's just gone.
Yeah, good idea.
That's why I have extra screws, guys.
Yep, it's important to have extra
Important to
screws
have
just in
extra
case.
You never know what's gonna give you a hard time. So I still gotta get that what you call it, the speaker in too.
Yeah.
Maybe cut this part out.
The
so you can
speaker's
see
right
the
here,
arms.
guys. This is what an I-Dog Pup speaker looks like. It's really cool.
Yeah. Did I leave the? I put the Zuzu Pet speaker away.
Yeah, you already threw that one away.
Alright, I'm just gonna use this really small one. Oh, that's too small. So
Bruh.
this one should be good. There. I'll do the same thing for the other side. Oh, did this one? Oh, it did break. Gosh darn it.
Oh.
See, look at that.
Oh, yeah. Crap.
Yeah, we can. Worst case scenario, we just glue it in. But like,
Yeah.
these suck. These orange ones or these plastic.
Yeah, they
So
really
what I can do is I
suck.
can use a longer screw
Yeah.
to try to get it to go in.
Yeah, no wonder, because the 2007 pups, they just aren't designed very well.
They're designed fine. They just weren't made to last like the 05 ones were. That's all.
Right. Yeah. I really wish Hasbro would have made them like the 2005s. They probably would have been more sturdier.
More sturdier, and people would have actually been able to preserve them, because these are the ones everyone wants to preserve, but no one can
Right.
preserve them because they're made like garbage.
I know.
All right, so I got that one in.
And this is also important for any newcomers to know, like, about these I-Dog Pups. Like, you know, the 2007 ones, they're like, you know, even more fragile than the 2005s. Like, they're, like, you know, they're plastic. They're just known to break if not careful.
All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and start by soldering in all the stuff here. So I'm just gonna pull up here, check this out. This is my reference photo. I took this so I know where everything goes. So I'm just gonna use that. You can screenshot if you'd like, by the way. And then use that to solder all these wires back on. So these two go to the back. Okay, so I'll do these two first.
Yeah. Do those
These
two.
two big ones. All right, that's the black one.
Mm-hmm.
Boogabadoo. I have a horrible vantage point here, but
Yeah.
that's better. This wire sucks. I'm gonna like get some extra. I'm gonna get some solder here.
Good idea.
Deal with that. See that? Had like gunk on it.
Yeah.
Now that will go on without issue. Yeah, for these 07s, there's not a whole lot you can do about bad plastic, but there is fortunately ways to work around it.
Yeah.
So with that with the circuit board, we might just have to glue it in place, just because I don't trust those pegs to last, or those
Yeah.
I don't trust those to last.
Yeah. Because you never know.
Okay, so we just glued those 2 wires on. Now we're gonna take this big, what do you call it? All these rainbow colored wires right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that picture. I think they just go all in a row. Let's see, red, yellow, orange, green, blue, black. Okay.
Okay.
Red, yellow. Yeah, so they're literally in a row. It's in the exact row that there's. Okay, so this should be easy.
Yeah.
Except that orange wires.
At least it should be easy to, determine it.
Should be easy. However, the orange wire is kind of in my way here, so I'm just
A
gonna
little bit.
tuck it underneath. And these 2 yellow are for the speaker.
Right.
You don't need to take the speaker wires off, but I personally find it helpful
Yeah.
because we don't want to mess up that speaker.
Right.
Okay, here we go. This first one. And we want yellow. It's in the colors of the rainbow, except you swap orange and yellow, basically. Why did they make that decision? No idea.
Me either.
But
It's actually pretty cool, though.
it is what it is. And orange is not where it should be, but orange should be over here. I'm just gonna spread them out here. They're like the wires like melted together, like the wire part of it, which is weird.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like get them undone here. There. Add a little bit more to this one because I don't like how it looks. Okay, I just went over the other one. Hold on. There we go. That's much better. I just want to make sure that nothing else happens on this in the future.
Right.
If you get these all on the first time,
Right.
then nothing's going to break. So we're going to be running these later.
Yeah.
We're going to have a big I-Dog rave, as we like to call it.
We sure are. So stay tuned for that, folks.
But that's going to be our big test of a lot of these products here to make sure that they last throughout that. If they last throughout that, then they should be good. But if they don't, then we'll fix them again.
Right.
So we need green. See, these 2 are bugging me. 'Cause in hindsight, I should have done those 2 last, because they're in my way. But people are already setting off fireworks. By the way, it's 4th of July today.
Yeah. 4th of July, baby.
I mean, when we filmed part 1 of this video, it was not 4th of July. It was the day before.
Yeah.
But now it's the 4th of July. Although this is probably not going to get uploaded on the 4th of July because, like...
Yeah. It's going to be edited and put together and everything.
I'm going to take these 2 off, actually. Just for now.
Alrighty.
Just so it'll be easier to
Good idea.
do the rest of them. Although this red one kind of got undone. Now look, you want to go find this aquarium with you, bro. I'm so upset they all have the same noises, though.
Huh?
I'm so upset that all the Zuzu aquariums have the same noises.
Yeah, me too.
Missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so that makes it a lot. Okay, so yeah, if you gotten this far, probably better idea to do the colored wires than do the power wires.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Switch it up here. That now it's much more visible. I can actually see here.
Yeah. Trying to give a good look of it.
Yeah. Now we can put the power wires on.
Awesome.
And these power wires are pretty straightforward. They're actually bigger than the other wires as well.
Mm-hmm. They do look a little bigger from this angle.
They are big.
As I'm recording this.
I think that's every single wire except for the speaker. So I think other than the speaker, we're good to go here. Now we obviously only tested. I did not get batteries. I should probably go get those, but
Yeah. We'll test it with batteries, making sure everything's all
test it with batteries, and then I'm not gonna quite put this in yet. But so yeah, I guess we'll do the speaker next. So the speaker goes in.
Yeah.
I like to put the. Let's see. So this is gonna go on like this, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Sure,
This goes on like
in
that,
really well.
and this goes on the side here.
Yep. Keeps it in place.
It's on this side, like that.
Yep. Put the screws in there too.
Put the screws in. These take the smaller screws, not the bigger screws.
Yep.
Once again,
Smaller screws.
because these pups have 2 screw diameters.
Mm-hmm.
These are the smaller ones. Really hope this doesn't snap.
Yep, I'm hoping to. Because it's already on the verge of breaking, so.
I'm gonna use a smaller screwdriver here, or a smaller screw.
This orange I-Dog Pup has definitely been through some stuff.
Been through some stuff, but that doesn't mean we can't make it as good as we can.
Yep. And this is also someone's childhood I-Dog, so it would
Which
make
explains a lot
Mm-hmm.
regarding the condition here.
Yep.
Now I just literally just cut this screw down because I don't trust these longer shafts.
Right.
Yeah, the reason I'm cutting these screws is because I don't trust them to go through this whole piece of plastic without breaking.
Right.
Now normally you wouldn't have to do that.
Yep, normally.
Okay, there. See that?
Yep, there we go.
And then the top, and then just the speaker wires. And then we gotta test it to make sure everything works good, because there's a good chance that we did something wrong.
Right.
Because that always happens.
Mm-hmm. Solder the speaker wires.
But that was surprisingly smooth compared to what I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Surprising. Oops.
That happens if you don't let it
Yeah.
solidify.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. Yeah, I just gotta be careful with the speaker, because these speakers can be delicate.
Right, because they're plastic speakers.
Metal ones are a million times better, but they're also bigger, and you gotta glue them in place, and you gotta sacrifice the little white piece on top of them.
Right.
Okay,
It
there.
would be interesting if there's like a metal speaker kind for the I-Dog Pups and what that would sound like for them if they even exist.
For me, I use the same type as an original I-Dog.
Yeah.
Like the same speaker, I'm not even kidding. Like the same whole speaker.
Yeah. Still would be interesting to try out because you try it with the amps and they sound so good.
So there's the legs. So before you put the legs on, it's going to be spring,
Yeah.
spring,
Spring.
and then the
First.
2 little, whatever you call these.
White arrows.
I was gonna call them arrows too, but
Because they're kind of pointed like arrows.
they resemble arrows.
So springs first and then the white arrow tops.
Arrows.
Which keep the legs from being wobbly. Since not only the ears are posable on pups, but the legs are too.
Yeah.
So you can position them anywhere you want them to do.
And And then I'm gonna open the head up one more time too, but probably off camera to fix that ear.
Yeah.
But
Let's make sure everything all works as we're, reassembling it together.
this black wire goes in between these little pegs here. Like that. Oh,
Wait,
of course
can I
that
see?
one snapped. Just make sure you're not like on anything
Oh, yeah.
that you like shouldn't be, I guess. Like when you close it up, make sure you're not on any like wires or whatnot.
Right.
And then the tail.
Yep.
Let's get the tail.
And on the 3D printed tail.
See, that looks great. And it should look like that when you're done. Let's close her up. Or him, I don't know. There. It seemed to close fine. Use those big screws.
Okay, we're putting the screws
Actually,
in the
you know
bottom.
what? I think the head screws. I'm gonna take the head off because I think those big screws are for the head.
Maybe.
Because I need to go in there and deal with that ear anyways. So I think these actually screws that I put in the head are actually for the body. Because the body screws are smaller than the head. I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah. Well, good thing you noticed while as I'm recording this.
Yeah. Basically, just when you guys do this restoration at home. Yeah, I don't know why that's. Is this the new one? This is the new one, huh? What if I. See how much. See how that's like freely goes? This one doesn't. So maybe if I like. Should I get a new one or should I like just put a little layer of glue in there so it like has more tension? I'm just gonna do one.
I mean, we could try another one just in case.
Yeah.
Maybe it's for the other side or something.
Well, the ears are identical for both sides, but it's.
Oh,
We'll always try that. I got another
just
one.
saying, because, you never know.
This one feels nicer too.
Yeah.
See, this one does work.
Yeah, there we go.
So the big screws go in the head.
Yeah.
I'm glad I remember
The
that.
ear screws. Where
And-
the ear
and
hubs
the-
go.
Well, these don't really have ear hubs, or they're built in.
Right. Well, I call them that because, that's what some I-Dogs have. Like the original I-Dogs and the pups do. Even though they're not, removable. They're just attached.
I still think I put this on right because I don't think that you shouldn't be able to see those wires. I know for sure because on mine,
Right.
I know for sure I can't see those wires. I'm just gonna flip that around really quick.
Yeah.
See, I feel like this isn't really more of a tutorial. This is more like a follow along, like documentation.
I would say in between.
Repair documentation because
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a long time too, but I still come across weird things like this that happen.
Yeah.
You know?
I would say between the tutorial and also a follow-up. Like, for tutorial, it's some things, to know and be aware of when taking apart an I-Dog Pup completely, and then...
It's like the documentation of a pup disassembly.
Right.
Because the disassembly, I feel like, was more of a tutorial.
Right.
The reassembly is more like, I don't really know, its own thing, I guess.
Yeah. Or in between there.
See that? That's not normal. Oh, the screw literally came off. Duh.
Oh.
So I bet you we need the bigger. See, look at that. That's clearly not normal. But also,
What?
I think we just need to flip this around. Now it's kind of annoying when you see.
It is.
But this is weird. Look at all this. So this is like a bad part or something.
Gee Louise.
It's tough. So let me get these screws out real quick. Gosh darn it. Alright. I'm gonna just take this spring off real quick.
Sure.
Yeah. Sweet. Why is that sweet? Sweet. I just take the spring off. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go on like this. We're engineers, bro.
We sure are.
Well, I literally
I
going
was
in.
tempted because they gave me Pirellis. I was tempted to sell them and get different ones.
There we go. That's one. Although I'm gonna use a better screw. These ones are.
Yeah, this is nice. You know what's funny is this is shorter than the A6.
Really?
Yeah. The reason.
Okay, so we found the problem that was caused by, or whatever that was going on earlier. Basically, the screws that I like put into the head were too short. They're supposed to be the longer ones, and like they like messed up the threading, and then the whole head came out. Now, look at how nice the head is on. See how it's like nice and secure.
Yeah, it will be able
So
to
now
move
that should
freely
work.
and smooth.
And then we're gonna close up the head right here, because I
Yep.
just had to go back in the head. There's something rattling around in there that I had to get out. which
Yeah,
was annoying.
it was quite interesting what the rattling was.
So yeah, I got that
At least we
in,
got
and
it.
then let's put these screws back in. I think the bigger ones go on the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah. And now the bigger ones go on the top. I'm tripping. And we still gotta test it. After this, we'll test it and make sure if it works.
Yep.
I have a speculation that the motor is not going to be smooth, and we might need to go in there and reorganize some stuff to smooth out the motor. I bet you it's not going to be smooth,
Yeah.
but
we'll see.
we'll see. But
We
that's-
can always grease it too.
grease it. Well, I'm talking about like wires in the way. Oh yeah. Also,
Oh.
I replaced the ear. I think we filmed it, but I replaced that ear
Yeah.
so that now they're both.
Yep, we replaced
Posable.
the ears. Yep, we replaced them.
So let's test it. I'm gonna go get some batteries real quick. You can probably keep it running if you want, or you can stop. I don't really care. But I'm gonna get some batteries and test it. I didn't put all the screws in just to make sure. So if I have to take it apart again.
Yep, we're gonna put some batteries to test this guy. My friend Boca Aspiration's gonna be so happy to see this guy work again and put back together and everything, as it looks really good, folks.
All right, I got batteries. Let's test it.
Here we go.
So
Finally, the
I
testing.
predict it's not gonna work fully first try,
But we'll see.
but we'll see. Hopefully it turns on at all.
There you go.
This thing is not adding up here. There. Oh.
Huh?
See how I said it's going all the way to this
Right.
side. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be though. See the
Yeah.
mic works.
Yeah.
What else do we need? Try me. See.
Yep.
So yeah,
Trying
it works. It's actually not bad. I just wanted to go more to this side.
Yeah.
So to do that, I'm just gonna go in the head and extend them. I'm just gonna grab the wires and extend them a little bit.
Yep. We're gonna adjust the head movement, making sure it moves freely and smoothly like it should.
So yeah, I'm actually surprised. I expected that to not work as good,
Yeah.
but it looks like our little restoration paid off.
It really did, bro.
Very happy about that. Very, very pleased.
So am I.
So that's just a matter of the wires inside being,
Yep.
so we need to be on more on this side. So I'm just going to push the wires in a little more. Like kind of loop them down here. It moved well though. I thought it moved really good.
Yeah, me too.
I just put it on. Put one in. The reset button is in. Again, when you do this, make sure the reset button is in.
Yep.
I made
Before
sure
you
to do
put
that.
the head back in its place.
Now let's see. And the only reason that this, okay, I can tell why it's not. It was like having trouble turning on. Is this needs to be extended.
Ah.
There.
Yeah. It should receive power from the batteries better.
Oh yeah, try me. It's because this one keeps popping out. It's annoying.
Yeah, very annoying.
Do that too, just in case. Having like a similar problem like my green one had.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta be careful with this because this is so brittle.
Right, we do.
There we go. There we go. It's a lot better.
There we go, much better.
It's like there's a weird like. What I also like to do to help it is what I'll do is I'll like wait for it to stop, and I'll
Right.
have the head positioned all the way to the side.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't all the way to the side. It's already fireworks going.
Yeah.
No, oh, I missed it again. Come on. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the head to go all the way to the side.
Yeah, we're trying to.
This battery compartment is in bad shape. I'm going to glue it. I'm going to glue the bottom of it.
Yeah.
I don't trust it. See how that big crack down the middle?
Yeah, it's always been there.
I'm going to glue that.
Ever since I received it, it's always been like that.
What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have a battery in it to make sure that it doesn't mess it up. So I'm going to remove the battery. But the reason I have the battery in here is just because I want to make sure I can put it on over the battery. So that I can like kind of cushion it almost. So I'm going to have the battery, I'm going to push it in.
Right.
And then take it
Get all that sticky glue out of there, too.
Yeah. So I don't trust it.
Right.
And then on the
There's
other...
a little bit of string glue on the pup.
There's a string glue. We can get that off later.
Yeah.
It's not a huge deal.
Yuck.
Disgusting. Well, it's not that gross. It's not like we're dealing with like spider web hairs.
Oh, yeah.
Something annoying like that.
But it's gross to me.
But what I basically was trying to do is I'm going to have the head all the way to the side here.
Yeah.
Because like that way the...
Right.
See, this isn't...
Oh.
Reset button.
No.
Yeah, it's just those wires. But it works good. It actually worked a lot better than... yeah, like I expected it to.
Yeah.
We want to have the
You
head all
definitely
the way to
did.
the side. It also is a matter of how good your spring is as well.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So now we can close it up. And that basically concludes the restoration, you guys. That is how you take apart and fix your I-Dog Pup.
Yep.
Basically any problems that you have with it, that like kind of just shows you how to deal with, how to access certain parts of the unit.
Yep.
So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is just me putting the screws back on. This is pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, it basically is good to go now.
Yep.
You know, this I-Dog Pup was very close to being, you know, done for. But, see, is this dry? It is dry.
Yeah.
So now it's not going to
Yeah.
have problems. The
Oops.
battery has. That's okay. At least it's my battery. So
There you go.
it's my battery, my problem.
See, it moves better now in playing mode.
Oh, much better.
Yeah, much better.
And I gotta get another screw.
There we go,
For
guys.
that screw. Yep. See, look at that. And then what I'm gonna do when I stop it is I'm gonna have it positioned all the way to the side.
Sure. Yeah, move in there.
See, that clicking should go away with time. But what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have it positioned all the way to one side. See, all the way to the side.
Yep.
I'm gonna leave it like that so that it stretches the wires or like gets the wires
Yeah.
accumulated with it. That's what I I actually did that with some of yours as well.
Yeah.
So that needs a screw. I just need to get a better screw for that, like a longer screw.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like the part of it like broke
Right.
underneath, but like there's like a part like this longer.
Yep.
It's hard to explain, but
Uh-huh.
this one should be sufficient.
Yeah. See, that helps.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's good. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope this guys helps you out.
Thanks for watching, guys. And please be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
See you.
And peace out.